What is going on YouTube? This is your boy Fuzzy Fuzz bringing you another video today, and today I'm going over the submachine guns in the creative class system. If you have not already checked out my last week's video of assault rifles and my overview of those, my personal favorite guns, least favorite guns, and custom loadouts for your public match needs. But today we're going to go over the SMGs, which are probably my favorite type of guns. I like being aggressive. I like in pubs and stuff. I like getting in people's faces instead of sitting back. Granted, the ARs are pretty good, like the M8 and everything like that, but you can't go wrong with SMGs at all. So today we're going to go over what attachments I use on each and every SMG gun. So let's kick it off right now with the Kuda. Kuda is probably one of my favorite guns. The Vesper obviously was, pretty bad to use. I didn't like using the Vesper, but I had to because everybody used it back in public matches a couple weeks ago until they nerfed it heavily, which was definitely well needed. But the Kuda, it's a very good gun. It's pretty accurate for the most part. But on my loadout, I like to have quick draw, long barrel, and rapid fire. The reason why I have quick draw is because I feel like I can outreact anybody. And with that being said, quick draw is perfect for that. Long barrel, because SMGs have always had the kind of aura that they're not long distance guns, as they shouldn't be, because they are SMG rifles. But long barrel just increases the range. Let's see what all it does. It pretty much increases everything except for damage. That's why I like it. So it definitely boosts up the gun a little bit, and you can't go wrong with rapid fire, especially on SMG, because SMGs already shoot pretty fast. But rapid fire just adds that boost to it, which is really good. So Kuda overall is a very, very nice gun. I would highly suggest these three attachments. Maybe add fast mags in there. I sometimes use fast mags instead of rapid fire just because, you can't go wrong with it. Next gun we got is the VMP. VMP is probably the best overall SMG. It really reminds me of the PP 2000. Is that the one in Black Ops 2, or was it Black Ops 2? No, MW3. The pipe gun. I'm pretty sure it was the PP 2000. PP 200 maybe. But it shoots like a chain gun, at least that's how I feel. And on this gun, I go quick draw, grip, and long barrel. I use grip rather than any like rapid or anything, is because grip on this gun, on the VMP, the recoil is pretty bad. Like, they've nerfed it so much, and they've tried to balance it as much as possible. And I feel like the accuracy is just so bad now. So I still love the gun, especially close range. Other than the Vesper, this is probably the most deadly close-up gun. So that's why I go grip, and then long barrel, obviously, to get that extra 10, 20 feet on the gun. But VMP is very, very good gun. I highly suggest this in pubs, but as well as competitive matches, maybe in arena as well. Next SMG we have is the Weevil. Buff the Weevil. The Weevil I like using the Weevil. I feel like it's a very fun gun to use. If you're on a roll with it, it feels pretty much dominant, better than any gun in the SMG class, if you're pretty much on one. But I go quick draw, long barrel, and rapid fire. I like rapid fire on this gun just because it kind of shoots. It already kind of shoots accurately, but at the same time, it kind of shoots slowly. So rapid fire, I add the fire rate to it, and it works out pretty nicely. I highly suggest this. And whenever, especially on SMGs, you always want to have perk 2 fast hands. I don't have the perks set right now, but fast hands and quick draw is the two 1-2 punch that is highly suggested with SMGs, as well as ARs, especially like with your M8 and any of your close range, maybe Man of War as well, just because the aim down sight is very slow. It takes a minute. So fast hands and quick draw are pretty good 1-2 punch on pretty much all guns. Next gun we have is the Vesper. Like I said earlier, the Vesper was easily the most dominant SMG in this game, probably prior to a month ago. It really reminds me of the Scorpion from Black Ops 2, where it just rips people. It shoots very fast. And for that reason, and for that reason alone, that's why you have extended mags on this gun. Without having extended mags, you might get 3 kills, and that's with all accuracy on the people, on the person. So extended mags, it gives you a leeway to miss some shots and still be able to more than likely kill those 3 people, especially getting chain kills and stuff like that. Fast hands on this gun is very, crucial as well. However, I don't. See, the thing with the perks, or the pick 10 or whatever, they pick 12, I think it's called in this game, or what is it? Pick 10? Yeah, pick 10. Is that the guns take a wildcard slot, so you got 2 free ones, but then you need a third, and so that takes two slots, one for your long barrel attachment and then one for your primary gunfighter 1. It sucks because that's 2 slots. So if you want to have another one, that would take up another 2 slots. So you'd have 6 overall, 7 for the gun, and then you'd only have 3 more for whether you want to nade and then 2 perks. So it kind of sucks. But if I did have a 4th attachment on this gun, it would 100% be fast mags, or I like laser on this gun as well. But Vesper, it's still good. Don't get me wrong. You have to play close range with it though. I highly suggest playing close quarters. And you'll be good, especially in hardpoint. This gun, it doesn't lag much. So Vesper's still a very good gun. Pharaoh might be my favorite gun to use, just because I like bursts. I like shooting bursts, SMG. And funny thing is that when this gun first came out, and prior to about a month ago, I thought I had to click right trigger every time to shoot it, but instead you can just hold it down. So I did not know that. Maybe some of you guys don't know that. But I just felt like I was shooting so much faster clicking it, but that's just how the gun is. So I got quick draw, rapid fire. Of course, I got the legendary, beloved case opening thing that makes this 30 coins for some reason, but whatever. Long barrel and fast mags. Fast mags on every SMG, you can't go wrong with it. There's no SMG. Yeah, the SMGs reload faster than the ARs because, it's smaller gun, smaller clip, all that stuff. But fast mags, if you're already running and gunning as it is, fast mags just adds that to it. Long barrel, just because my previous guns, I like to get that distance on them. That's one of the reasons why I have long barrel. Rapid fire on the Pharaoh is very overpowered. So if you're running with the Pharaoh class, go rapid fire. Trust me on that. Quick draw. And obviously you'd have fast hands with that quick draw attachment. And that brings me to the last submachine gun, the Razorback. The Razorback, back in the beta phase, I don't know if you guys remember this, but this was probably the best gun. I think the beta, you could only go to 35 or 40 at the start, and then they extended levels because people were nerding out the game so much that they were just like, well, we got to give them something to do. So Razorback was the most overpowered gun, and then they kind of nerfed it a lot. Like, this is the last SMG, and you'd think it'd be like the best SMG, but it's not the case, at least in my eyes. This is more of an AR, so that's why I have a scope on it. On all of my other SMGs, you can see I don't have a sight. I don't have a sight on them. But the Razorback, since it feels like an AR to me, and it doesn't have much recoil, so that's why I'm not going with grip. Instead, I'm going quick draw, long barrel, and fast mags. And you don't even necessarily need long barrel on this gun. If you really wanted to, you could go rapid fire. It shoots like an AR, so if you want to, add that extra, shots per minute, whatever you want to call it, I'd highly go rapid fire. But with that being said, if I had to rank the SMGs on favorites, I would definitely highly suggest the Pharaoh as my first, the VMP as my second, Kuda as my third, Vesper as my fourth, Weevil is fifth, and Razorback is sixth. Razorback has fallen off just because if I'm using an AR, I'm using an AR. Razorback feels like an AR, but it's an SMG, so it's, I don't know. And I absolutely cannot wait until they have that kill counter on the guns. I don't know if you guys check that out on PlayStation, but they have a kill counter where it goes like right on the base of the gun almost, but it's like 3D graphics, so it's pretty freaking sick. I highly suggest you guys going to Charlie Intel on Twitter, and then you'll see that picture, and it's so sick. So I can't wait for that. I hope you guys enjoy this series. Next week we will be going with light machine guns, that will be my episode 3. But for today we did SMGs, and like I said earlier, if you have not already checked the assault rifles from last week, I highly suggest go do that. And let me know how you guys do with these classes. If you rock these out, perks can go either way, but I highly suggest one perk of that being fast hands with the quick draw attachment. And you guys, I feel like, will have success on that. But just be smart, play close quarters, use the gun to your strength. But with that being said, boys and girls, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know we're running on about 10.5 minutes. So if you're still here, thank you so much. Be sure to like the video and subscribe down below if you have not already. And I'll see you guys